Hello everybody. We're just gonna be starting by trying to get 17k, and assuming this happens really relatively quickly, we're gonna be playing RDA on ladder for a bit. Maybe see if we can reach Master 5. But I do want my 17k points first. Starting off great with a lost coin flip. I don't think we're gonna be spending too much time on 17k, but then again, if we just lose, I don't know, 10 coin flips in a row again, right? We could spend all day here. Fine hand. Depending on what they have anyways. Dracotail, not the worst matchup for us. And we do have the Call by the Grave. Depending on what we draw, we could play a lot in the draw phase as well. They have the branded stuff. Unironically, I think I want to top deck an MST or something that can get me MST. I think that's what we need on the hand, because MST we can then target the vision when he tries to destroy it and set it. Or like when he tries to flame it, we can set it up again. And that way we can use it in the draw phase, and then Eldam can be summoned for free without using the normal summon, which means we can do the Fiendsmith stuff. And of course, when he activates something while we have Eldam down, we can use Yuna. We do also have the Call by, but again, that's gonna be problematic if we don't have a way to play past the flame. Morning to you as well. We don't really care about Horn, the only thing we care about is the flame, that's the problem. He probably has it in hand if those are the two he sets already. Sting could be problematic as well, like we need a good top deck, I feel like. Yeah, he definitely had flame in hand. Oh, that's the best draw we could get. Let's see here. We just simply do this. He's gonna flame it. Cause why wouldn't he? Yep. And then we simply MST it. Literally what I wanted to top deck. Oh, that's pretty good. What do we send though? I think I need the Call by, definitely, in this scenario. But it's also really nice to add another guy. Guess we just do that. Maybe he targets this and banishes it now, so I don't get the extra value. He did not. I'm not sure if we should max C already. I think we can wait until he changes something. I think we are bouncing all the monsters. That might be the best solution here. Maybe not. Let's see. Do we need another body maybe? We could do another body. Suppose. We could also like pop the sting, I guess, but. Okay, he horns. It's fine. I can stop the Gullabell pop, but I don't know if I want to. Okay, he's not even going for it. Then we get rid of the last back row. It's probably gonna banish the MST and one of the monsters. But when he goes for one of the monsters, we can just simply bring it back. Not that it changes anything, but... I mean, I could also have just brought back the MST, but we need a wind on the field. Then we max C, that will trigger a monster effect surely. And then we can Shina. No monster effect triggered, okay, cool. Maybe we just take away the Gulamel so he can't do anything nasty immediately. Not that it'll really matter because he gets it back now, but does delay some stuff, I suppose. We no longer have a wind on the field. That's a bit of a misplay. Oh, he doesn't even want to give me the max seed, do I see? I kinda do want to draw cards here. Even if he goes for the Mirror Jade. I think it's better to hold for Femina, maybe. It's a bit annoying, this whole thing. Maybe we just add an MST, make Typhon. Problem is we are not gonna have any monsters. Is there a way we can do anything better? I think we have to add an MST here. And then we just make Typhon. It's a bit unfortunate we couldn't really properly bait him out. Oh, we could have returned, I guess, Sanctifier, which might have been better, but... Oh, I didn't go battle phase. Never mind. Probably fine. That's a bit of a misplay. But it's probably fine. Draw some cards. We're in the grind game now, at least. I mean... We also have the Fiendsmith recursion if we need it. Main issue is we can't get a win on the field to trigger Sheena, which makes me a bit scared. We made it to its second stage with RDA yesterday, congratulations. I'm not sure we are that scared of them fusing while Typhon is on the field. But this whole thing is a bit annoying. If they send Femina to the grave here, we could just... Oh. Well, Athalion doesn't have an effect, so they just, like, messed up their resources. They just punted hard on that. My main problem, though, is that I might be in a situation where I have to call by the Gulamel. Otherwise I die. So maybe we do that. The same, we didn't get to use it on a Femina or something, but we would be in trouble otherwise. It's a bit of a tricky match situation. I was kind of hoping he would play more into the Maxi when we did draw it, or if we had drawn another card. But he did not really want to play into it. Dude's going SP, probably banishes the mandate. Probably fine with that to some degree. Do we just let it happen? It's probably safer to let it happen. But, you know, maybe we hit it anyways. This way we also get to activate Fuvalas if he tries to summon more. And I think I'm fine with the mandate being gone. That doesn't do it. Yeah, okay, and then we just Fuva to get a draw. Best case, you only have one Draco. Oh, we did it. He probably only had one Draco tail, so that was enough. The question now becomes very interesting. Do we think 16k points is enough? Or is it not enough? Because I'm leaning to the side that we need to go 17k to be sure. So, ideally we win the coin flip now, we win the game, and then we are done with the grind and we could go RDA with the... what is it? The ladder. Okay, we won the coin flip, so far so good. We just need to not brick now. And I think we almost win every single game we go first, where we have a reasonable hand. Because we can play through so much stuff. So, all in all, this is looking good. It's not the most reasonable hand ever. We do have issues into a Duel, of all things. That would be our main concern here. He might also have an Ash Blossom. Maybe we want 2 draws. Problem is, if it is a Duel, we get kinda wrecked by doing it. So maybe we take the chant. It's not a Duel at least, so it's probably an Ash Blossom. Do we ever MST here? Probably do. To get the extra body. And to have a monster negate. That should insulate, insulate our plays quite a bit. We have to add an MST from the deck. We can't take the one from the grave because we need the negate on this guy. Just in case, because they have something. It's just what do they have. And now we full Fiendsmith combo them. And then we can do the Corsair. Okay. So as I said, we full Fiendsmith combo them. Do we get the mandate first? Well, chances are that they might still have something. So maybe we keep the... We can get the monster negate back when we do the whole thing. Maybe it was just Purge. There's a good chance it was just Purge. And it might also just be Odeon, which is the other thing. Probably best to get Rex Tremende if we think it's actually Odeon. I feel like Rex Tremende will just kinda do the thing. Yeah. No RDA. We're doing RDA. If we win this game, we're going straight for ladder with RDA because I'm confident we get the top 10k spot. We could also go disarray, I suppose, but I think Rex Tremende is way safer. And then we actually have to summon it. Oh, we don't get the extra. I just realized we have to go into a Caesar, huh? We actually have to go Caesar. Crazy. I just realized. Because he negated the search for tract. It only really just occurred to me. Do we shuffle back? I suppose we do. Maybe disarray was the better call then. But at least we have the Fiendsmith stuff set up fully. And we have some damage ticking in. And now we can do Crusader. Set up the mandate as well. But yeah, if we win this game, we go straight with ladder with RDA, because then we had 17k, which was my targeted. I almost clicked no there, just out of like habit of talking. Just being like, no, I do not want to negate my own stuff. So we have the full recursion going. We also have monster negate. We won. Okay. It was 2 games of Radiant Typhon, and I think we've reached our targeted goal, which is 17k points. I think 17k points makes it, because we're already in top. What is it? The top 5k with what is it? Is it 12 hours left or something? Is it 12, 13 hours? 13 hours left. This went up by 2k since I went to bed or something, which is like some hour, like what, maybe 14 hours ago or something. So I'm thinking, can I share my Typhon list? Yes, or Typhon list, yeah. So we have Aluri, we have a Maxi, we have Mikhala, we have 3 Eldam, we have 3 Sven. We have a Lacrima, we have 3 Fovolos, we have a Bestial Magnamod, we have 2 Engraver, we have 3 Corsair, we have whatever this guy is, we have the bird, we have 3 Sheena, we have Tract, we have 3 Space Typhoons, we have a Called By. Also, the reason why we're running 3 of these, right, is because I think it's the best card in the deck, just by far. We have 2 Droplets, we have 3 Chance, we have 3 Vision, and we have 2 Ascendant. Now, you could cut an Ascendant and grab this instead, but Ascendant allows us easier to get more bodies onto the field so we can do everything we want with the Fiendsmith as well. Now, if you notice, this list barely have any hand traps, which some people might be like, oh, that's kind of cool, right? Because we have Maxi, we have 3 Fovelos, and we have a Magmod. 5 hand traps in a modern list, like, am I insane? But it's actually been working out pretty well, and we've won some insane games going second even. We also only have 2 Droplets. I mean, you could cut a Sheena for a 3rd Droplet, or you could cut the second one of these for a 3rd Droplet, right? I think there are a lot of acceptable things you can do. We're not even running Ash, no, we're not even running Duel. The other list I had prepared if I wanted to go pure, but it seemed not necessary and I was enjoying the Fiendsmith stuff, has more board breaker potential with the 3 Droplet, right? 3 Super Pulley, and then we have Duel instead of Ash, because there was no room in the extra deck on the other list. This deck runs Super Pulley. So we have 2 versions of the list that I prepared. Again, both might need some adjustments or stuff, but this is like the pure list, right? And I think 17k points is gonna be enough. And again, why are we not pushing harder? Like, surely you can go like, maybe top 1000, right? Sure. What's the difference? We still get a title with, okay, that's 1 less 0. Same ticket amount, and that's the thing, right? And then we still get bronze finalist. So, unless I'm aiming for like silver, there's like no actual change in the rewards to me. Here you don't even get a title, right? Here you get a title. So, if I'm just counting on how many titles I want, right? Because I just want to earn an extra title, then this is the spot to stop at. And I think it's a nice margin where you don't burn yourself out and play too much, right? And you get there. But yeah, we finished in less than 30 minutes of playing from yesterday. So can I change like the video title on YouTube? Is that a possibility? So it's like maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, it does say into RDA ladder grind. So hopefully we never have to play Radiant Typhoon again. Did I have fun with it? It was okay. It's not like it's not playing RDA. Not playing RDA. So we are probably gonna lose a whole lot here, because our deck does not play well going second and it doesn't play into disruption, but I like the deck regardless, and I'm waiting for the support. Slightly awful hand as well if we don't get a target for the Duelist realm, but we do have 2 imperms, so maybe we can stop their plays. It's showtime now. It's like, now it's the main event, right? I mean, this is probably what people want to see anyways. But I did reach my goal, so we're good there. I feel like I have to imperm this, but also he's, you know... You'll build RDA again when the new support... Oh my god, it is... maybe we just hold the imperms for board breakers. Maybe that's what we do. At least one of them needs to be held for... He just steals one of my... Oh, I clicked wrong. I immediate clicked. So I just gave him an Ash Blossom to counter my own play. Needed to summon it to the field. Big punt there. Big punt. We probably lose this one. The fact he stole an Ash and I just clicked yes, he can have it. And maybe this is not even his main combo by looking at this. Dude has normal summon, okay. Oh, this is a normal summon because he controls monsters, I see. Oh, not this deck. Not this deck. I don't know how to play against this. I just know it's really annoying, and it's like, oh, guess what? From top of the deck, under my monster. Now Max C is under it. Now I have Max C on your turn. Like, really annoying. I think we just have to commit both imperms, and if he has more, we just cry about it. We just cry about it. The problem is there's not gonna be any dark in the grave. And also, they're gonna have a Fenrir anyway, so we just lose because... Oh yeah, so I just have Fenrir in my... No, that's the problem, right? What is he playing? It's what is it? Materiactor. The problem is we don't really have a play... Oh, actually, really good play. Problem is he's gonna rip our extra deck. Main issue here. We can hit the Ash Blossom we gave him at least, but again, he should never have had the Ash... I suppose if we gave him the Ash Blossom on the field, he would have another level 3, which would have been a disaster, right? I suppose that's a silver lining. I can't call by my own Ash Blossom! I just realized! I can't call by on my own Ash Blossom because it goes to my grave! Oh, this is so cringe. So cringe. Oh. I thoroughly got played there. Even if he got it on field, it would have been a disaster. Even on field, it would have been a disaster. Okay, luckily he targets Tudea. I mean, he just rips Auxilla from the extra deck, right? Do we just sit on a Chaos Angel if he does that? We could just sit on a Chaos Angel. Could also grab the Dissipate, I'm not sure if that solves anything. I mean, best case he doesn't whip Auxilla. If he goes for Crimson Dragon, we go Auxilla and Chaos Angel. You think he doesn't have an out for Chaos Angel? I'm thinking that as well. I hope he goes for the obvious bait of Crimson Dragon or Scar Red or something. Okay, Crimson Dragon, yes. That's fine. That's fine by me. We still have a normal summon. We could just straight up add an R3 to draw a card. That's an option, I suppose. But maybe Phalanx is just better. But yeah, I hope we get the new RDA support before the next Duelist Cup, so I never have to play Radiant Typhon again, though. I think that would be a big win. Again, not like I absolutely despise the deck or anything, but it's just I would rather, suppose, play my RDAs. That's so funny. If I do Dissipate, I can't do what I need to do. Like if I make a Dissipator, maybe it's good, maybe it isn't. I mean, we summon it either way, right? We summon it either way. Because we need to beat up a bunch of monsters. The question is just, do we make a Dissipator, or do we save for the Chaos Angel? Because I'm thinking Dissipator could be really good to make. Yeah. I mean, here's another take, right? We just do this, so we have an extra disruption. And we also clear up his board. So he has 3 cards. We have a call by. And we have RDA engine whenever. And we can also reset our Crimson Dragon. So we have a potential Blazer on his turn. I think this is objectively the better play just because we clear out the board. And then we get an extra draw too. Again, just think this is the best we can do. So we activate something we want to pop, we can just reset our Crimson Dragon. And we can probably call by his XYZ's monster or whatever, if we need to. We probably just take the opportunity here to do this immediately. Just make sure we get that Crimson Dragon back. Oh yeah, he needs to tribute a monster, so that's not gonna do anything right now. And that means that we get to draw a card and we get to get the Crimson Dragon on the field. We still have the call by, so we can deal with something nasty, I suppose. Feels good to play RDA again. You like your deck Royal Cybercore, Royal Mega Fleet, Royal. So you like Royal what is it? Cyber Dragons, I suppose. We do another Perulia. Duel Links has a thing where you can make a rare more than glossy. Yeah, I think it would be nice if we had some sort of system that allowed us to do stuff in that regard. Rather not have him do that. And then the next, like, we know he has the this one, right? And if it's a nasty monster or whatever, we just play side and then he has 1 card left in hand. And we just simply hit that. It's gonna be so great when the new support drops, though. I can't wait to mess around with the deck list and try and figure out something that works really well. You couldn't have showed up like a bit earlier, just, you know. No Elfin? Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be able to. I took away all their monsters. Oh, I missed the timing, right. That's the thing you can do. Right. Oh, he had another Ash Blossom, sure. Let's... BM the gate! Did I see the OCD bandits? No, I did not. It never showed up on Master Duel meta, so I didn't look at it. Maybe it's up now, I don't know. Otherwise I'll try and see later. Okay, I might take a look at it then. After the stream. But I think we just play a few hours of RDA, see if we can get to Master 5, probably not in this time. And then we can call it there. Yeah, so the climb went a bit faster than I expected on the Duelist Cup. We got to 17k points. I feel like that's very safe. So I can just show that we got there. We got 17k points. I'm pretty sure I make it. I like the fact that there's less than 12 hours left and we are number 3,856, right? I feel like we are safe at that spot. There's no way we go that far down. Like I've done this thing a lot of times, right? And I think this is probably even 16k was safe, right? But I knew that, oh, I'm playing a more powerful deck than I usually do, so it doesn't hurt to go. We literally finished with it. I think that I looked at the stream time. It was like 28 minutes of the stream by the time we had finished the climb. It was we won. What is it? Hold on, I can show you as well. Like we literally we started up today. We lost a coin flip. We won a coin flip. We won both games. I believe this was like, hold on, I can just go in and see, but I believe this was against a Draco Tail, and we somehow outgrinded them, and they gave up on the game, even though I don't know if it was a finished thing. Like again, I'll just show the replay, right? We speeded up, and just for the people that are, I know you could just go back in the stream and watch, right? But it was like, I guess you could just go back in the stream and watch if you care, but it was just a point, right? We won both games and then we got there, like, fairly easily. So let's go back and play some RDA, because that's what you guys are here for. You don't care about Radiant Typhon that much, surely. The viewership on the previous stream kind of shows that. People want to watch RDA, that's what I want to play. So let's not sugarcoat it, right? And just play RDA. Now that we are free of the Duelist Cup. We lost another coin flip, by the way. Yes. At least we have Perulia and an Imperm. Ah. Of course. We know this deck very well. At least Perulia kinda deals with it. Yeah. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We probably lose here. Chances are we lose here because our hand is not the best. And he has Corsair in hand, so I think we have to imperm. We ash that actually. I think we ash it. It means he has to commit into the Perulia more as well. We know how the deck functions. Like, resources are gonna be a bit tight. He probably summons another monster, right? He added that. So it makes a lot of sense. This is a dead draw against this opponent. He adds another card. I don't know if we... I think we hit, so like we stop the mandate from coming online. I think that's where we want to hit the deck. We stop the mandate. So I think that's fine. Maybe we should have impermed the Corsair and then we could imperm that. It's definitely a play. But yeah, I think this is a really good imperm because it just stops an MST and it stops the recursion. Right now we know we have an MST in hand. The main problem is gonna be that he just has an MST in hand, right? So he just summons this back and he has a monster negate, plus he gets the bird. And I don't think we can play through that unless we draw Centurion stuff. We also don't know what the other two cards in his hand is. I mean, there is a case where he just all left fought there, but I don't think so. Oh, we could just do that to get a... Yeah, you know what, that's kind of true, I suppose. Sets up the mandate anyways. We kind of cooked then. Draw two cards, so I assume he has a quick play spell or Radiant Typhon card in hand. Otherwise he has to discard the whole hand, right? But yeah, that gets the monster negate online. He gets his mandate. That's draw an extra card as well. We have no hopes of playing through this. And he has recursion ongoing. The issue is we need Centurion stuff, but he'll just MST it. It's pretty much like we need a Centurion starter like Oath probably. And on top of that we need Bone Archfiend in hand. But he's also been really good to play around the Perulia. Does he just add another... Oh, Corsair, I guess. So he has so much recursion, and we have literally no way of playing through it. He'll just negate the Soul Resonator, right? That's the main issue. Maybe he negates the Resonator call. He has to pop the Gaia, right? So maybe we can bait out there. But at the end of the day, he'll just negate the monster effect, right? That also just solos us, by the way. Let's get rid of the monster effect. It feels so bad just dying to one disruption. But that's literally where we are here. He just adds the bird, right? With Corsair, you can just add the bird. So he has bounce 2 as well, on top of everything else. And he has one negate and bounce 2 then. Because you can just add the bird on my turn. Why did I never do this, by the way? Like a situation where I can just get the value on... I'm learning something here. This guy's definitely better at the deck than me. Because I have had options where I could just Corsair, I get a MST, and I could get the bird, instead of just summoning the bird directly. Well, I guess he can't do both of them, to be fair. He can't do both of them, right? Because if he uses MSC, he doesn't have the bounce. We finished the grind, yeah, it only took like 2 games, we won both. 17k points, we're looking good. He just also have an Ash Blossom, so he doesn't even need to MST that. Now we can MST and negate my Soul Resonator. The fact we knew his entire hand. He draws 2 and now he has an Ash Blossom, right? Like that's so sad. That's so sad. MST negates Soul Resonate. We needed a bone or a field spell to be on the field. I mean, there's a chance he just lets this resolve, right? And if he does that, nope, never. We tried. We had a brig in hand against an actual meta deck that, yeah, I know how to play now a bit, but maybe a quick effect could have worked here. If we had a quick effect to stop the negate, like a Bestial, but there's nothing to target. That if we had a Bestial, we could have used Earthbound Pistol Stone Sweeper and then dodged it. But unfortunately, we just can't win this game. It's a coin flip diff, to be fair. If we went first, we saw pretty much what he had in this opening hand entirely. So we go first, we probably win that. Just because we're gonna have set up a board. The funny thing about like playing Radiant Typhoon, right, is that I felt like I won every game if I won the coin flip. With RDA, that's not even secure. Hold on, I need to do a thing. This hand is awful. Downright atrocious, I'd say. How do we even do this? Is there a way we can get a card draw here? I don't think we can, unless we do it like this. This is where we realized our opponent is Radiant Typhoon, our hand is garbage, and we lose the game because of it. Excuse me, well, I have to call by that first up, but also I hate that interaction, that I add a card, I think I'm in a passive game state, and then it does that. told me OCD hit RDA, I hope not. Literally taking a look right now. I think I would call you a liar. I think I would call you a liar if you said it hit RDA. However, I like what they're doing with Duel. Whatever that is. No info on me. Like, I don't know if you can talk about that, but I like what I'm seeing about Duel though. If that is true or not, who knows? Not to say that, but it looks good to me. Looks good to me. What's the new support? We're waiting for it. Do you also just have an Ash Blossom? Cool, okay. Ash and Duel against RDA. I don't even have my main engine. Apparently that's enough. We lost another coin flip. We have Purulia at least. Maybe we get a card draw unless it's Dracotail, in which case we just flat out lose with how our deck is currently set up. Like, you don't really beat Dracotail with hand traps anyways. You need, I guess, back row removal. Yikes, it's yummy. Can we win this? Is there any possibility we ever win this? I think we have to Duel immediately, but that's like the only thing I can think of. Like, yeah, we have Purulia in play, right? But he lets the Purulia slide, but the Duel, no. No. This is we needed to go first moment for sure. Definitely. Keep in mind, we lose if they have... this is not like when we played Radiant Typhoon, right? We lose if they synchro at all. They have one synchro on the field that solos our entire deck in hand. Even just evenlying a full Yummy board and they let it resolve for whatever reason. And they're left with... one synchro. With the Link 1 and whatever in the graveyard, right? We just lose that game. So with that in mind, how are we winning? Well, Dark Ruler no more, which is not in our deck. That's the thing, right? We need these are the cards we need, right? We need everything in our current deck for Vanquish Soul K9, and even then it's a hard matchup. We need Red Reboot for Dracotail, right? We need Dark Ruler no more for Yummy. And then, even then, it's like, all of these cards, like, these cards are not gonna work against most other decks, right? So, Red Reboot gonna do F-all against Vanquish Soul K9. It's gonna work against Odeon though, so that's a win, right? Next problem. Dark Ruler no more is only gonna stop Yummy. Not gonna do F-all to any of the other decks. A bit towards Vanquish Soul K9, I suppose, right? It maybe takes away one hand negate and one, what is it? And one field negate. But it's like, in theory, it does F-all to everything, right? So, they win the game. I don't see how we can possibly So here's the thing, right? We use Earthbound Prisoner Zone Sweeper to get Soul Resonator. Oh, it's already in effect. We already lose, right? They can Book of Moon too. They can pop a guy. They can... Like, how much is it? Like, it's everything they can do, right? That's why we needed the Duel. They wouldn't be able to get to the army stuff if we duelled them. But the Call by the Grave. I can't wait for the new support. We'll have so many ways to play through stuff. It's gonna be great. The only silver lining is they're gonna have a field spell. So maybe we can enter a state of not triggering anything. If we can enter a state where we can... So here's what I'm thinking, right? At Soul Resonator, at Synchron Resonator, they haven't activated anything yet. If they haven't activated anything yet, we can... No activation, but then we lose to the IP Masquerena, right? Is there an ETA on the new support for RDA? I would tell you if I knew. Well... I would tell you that I know if I knew. I wouldn't tell you the time if I knew, because then it would be, you know... But I would be like, oh yeah, I know when it releases if I knew. I do not know when it releases. So, there you go. What I'm purely, what is it? I guess though. I'm thinking latest June, latest, but that's me thinking. It could be earlier, it could be later, probably later. It could be July, it could be August. But I'm thinking June matches up with what happened with the Dragon Link stuff, where it had just came out in the TCG. Wait, is it April it's coming out in TCG? Whatever, then it's May, right? So I'm thinking it comes out the very next month that it arrives in TCG. So it is in TCG for a few days, right? Because it releases at the end. And then right after that it releases in Master Duel. That is what I'm thinking. So, hypothetically speaking, it could be anywhere from April to July. To August even. Yeah, so anywhere from April to August, we could be looking at it. So within the next 5 months, sometime. What is my bro here doing? Negate, win the game, and bring back IP, win the game. Oh. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Actually pretty good. That might be what we need. Does it do anything though? Because it just has Yummy Surprise, right? So it literally does nothing. And that's the other thing, right? All my calculations here is that we lose either way. But they also have Yummy Surprise. So no matter what, we are kind of just cooked. Oh, that's the other thing, right? We call by the grave on the IP, we lose the game. Because then it triggers the Lalipo Yami way. Yes. No matter what, we just kinda lose. The way I see it. Like, I'll give it a try, right? No effect. No effect. This is how we usually broke Unbreakable Board, by the way. Wrong monster, but we could, I suppose. Non-targeted pop. What does that do for us? What does a non-targeted pop do for us here? We still just lose. Okay, this is good. This is good. Now we can negate. unfortunately, we are not gonna have anything else other than this. So we probably lose on the follow-up, but we did a good try. We did a good try. We can now call by the link, and then we can negate the Yami surprise. But we still have to deal with an IP Masquerina, which just wins the game anyways, right? Except she summoned an attack if they summon her now. So that would be kinda good, actually. Also, he's not gonna have... yeah. So that's where we abyss. If he has an imperm on top of this, right? So it's like, oh yeah, okay, he also had a hand trap. Then we're just cooked. Why do we care about him summoning the link? Again, he just also has a hand trap on top of everything else, right? Hold on, this is good. This is actually good. We just broke his entire board. I should not have added back the Soul Resonator, right? I should have left it in grave. That way we could bring it back with the... I should not have chain locked it because he didn't have any negates on the field, right? That way we could have brought it back with the... no, we can't because imperm. So it's not like it mattered. Oh, he just summons back that instead. We still hit the link. That's annoying. But like at least we cleared the board. This is like unprecedented, like... oh, this was made with an IP Masquerina, so... in fact it does nothing, also he just has follow-up with the Yami. With the Copsy Yami. We do have the red zone, so at least we've got that going for us. He won't be able to activate Snatch here anyways, but I mean he doesn't really need to, he just needs to summon it, right? So we have 2 disruptions. Honestly, for going second here, this was not bad, but we probably still lost the game. Like he's just gonna Pendulum Summon now, right? I don't see how we play through. If it was just pure Yami at this stage, we could maybe play through it. But the fact that on top of everything he also had an imperm, right? I don't know. That's a bit of a disaster. Maybe there's a case where we can hold our negate and pop for the battle phase, and then just pop the field and negate whatever's trying to stop us. But I think we have to hit the field here. So maybe not. Maybe we can save the negate for the field then. Cause he's gonna what is it? Marshmallow it back, right? He'll just marshmallow it back. Or he has another Yami in hand, so it's like it didn't even matter, right? Like this doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I know, Duel is still but that's why I'm looking at what they're doing with Duel, and I'm like, that's kinda good for us. Again, we can't abyss this, we just lose if we do. One Copsy Yami needs like 3 disruptions or something, right? It's absurd to stop it. And then somehow they still play through. Somehow they still play through. yeah, he just Book of Moons my guys, and then I'm toast, right? Yeah, that's not like I hate this because he has to say, just negate it, right? You can just negate it. Yeah, it pops off the field and then does nothing anyways. It just gives him more resources, by the way. So it's like really stupid. Really stupid, I hate it. And he just have the Marshmallow anyways, right? Maybe what we needed to do was to negate the field. But he just adds this, and then if it was negated, he can do the return one field spell from your face-up field or graveyard to the hand. Then you can place... So it's like, it doesn't change anything. He just places it down again. Like, it... Complete counter if they go first to our deck, right? That's like, everything they do... Everything we do triggers everything they do in the worst possible way for us, right? It's just not even fair. That's how stupid this is. And now it's actually even worse than before, if you think about it. Now their board is actually even worse for us than before. And since we couldn't establish a Crimson Gaia, we are kinda in trouble long term as well, because we don't start with a monster on the field. I mean, I really hope that change with Duel happens, but... who knows? We don't know what happens to Master Duel's ban list per se, right? OCD put Ash to, was it 2 as well? That haven't happened in Master Duel yet. But I like some of the decisions they're taking, even if some cards that really should be banned, like DB and what is it, the Featherstorm, right? Like Dimension Barrier and Featherstorm, right? I think they should really be banned. So I hope that they end up going that way. It's just not even fair, is it? All of this because he had a backup engine, by the way. Otherwise we would have had a chance to maybe do something against that. Ah yes, just... I hate this, right? Because we have to play 3 Purulia, 3 Fovolas, compared to the Radiant Typhon deck, right? Where I have 3 Fovolas, right? This deck has to play 3 Purulia as well, and you just draw them for turn, and it feels awful. It feels absolutely awful. It just negates it, we lose, yeah. I think we did a miracle here for RDA standards, but unless we go first into Yami, we are not winning that game, as was proven here. That was our best chance at winning. We had 2 disruptions, broke their board, right? Still not enough. Like right now, RDA is just a coin flip simulator, and even then, we died to 1 disruption with most hands. Game. Okay, it's connecting. This hand is awful. I mean, we have hand traps, right? Maybe we keep the Purulia to... Should we activate Purulia, actually? I think we need to save it for a normal summon in case of disruption. But like, which hand trap do we get rid of, right? Which hand trap do we get rid of? I don't think we can. I think we just have to get rid of the... He clearly has something. So I think we just get rid of the Purulia. Is it a Maxi he has? I feel like I need the Ghost Ogre. Like, even if we get disrupted here, right? We have 3 disruptions. That is almost on par with our fully finished end board. In terms of disruption, but like again, it's no Supernova, and we need Supernova to kind of win games, I feel. Psychic and Punisher and extra deck would go hard here. Too bad I don't have a Royal one. Because he's probably gonna Imperm or Veiler here, maybe, who knows. Unless it's a Fovelos, it could be a Fovelos. Thinking it could be a Fovelos. Either way, our best option here is to make Primus, get the Oath, set up the artery, then we have a Draw Engine. Oh, he just had an Ash Blossom. Doesn't even matter. We have 4 disruptions against 5 cards, I suppose. So, depending on what deck they're running. We can pop a card, we can pop a card, we can... Why Fovelos here? Okay, we have 4 disruption for 4 cards, to be fair. Oh, yikes. We have to Ash Blossom that. And then we have to pop it as well, because we cannot let Ryseal have bodies on the field. We have to Ghost Ogre that. Not Ghost Ogre, Ghost Spell, sorry. Wrong Ghost. And then we literally have to pop the Sword Ryseal, I feel, because otherwise he probably has another Ryseal that... do we need to pop it? Do we need to pop it is the question. I think we do. We could also leave them on the field, and when he special summons something else we can pop. We don't necessarily need to pop now. If he summons another... Yikes. He just has it anyways. Dude just has it anyways. You're actually joking me. Dude just has Habakiri anyways. That is so unreal. Have to negate that. Have to Ash that. And then he just has it anyways. Again, meta deck against... Well, I don't think Ryseal is meta anymore, but you know what I mean. A proper deck against a deck that is in need of dire need of their new support. Like, we didn't even have RDA engine, right? That's the main issue we ran into here. I feel like are we just having non-stop games where we are not drawing RDA? Well, I guess we had the Yummy and we drew it, right? But it's a disaster either way you look at it. He just summons Murakomo, right? Yeah. We don't even have follow-up. That's the worst part about this whole thing. I feel like Master Duel is so far behind on bans, by the way. I'm looking at what's happening in both OCG and TCG with bans, right? And I'm like, we are so far behind. All the decks are at max power. And it's absurd for a rogue deck to fight into. Because they always have everything, right? They always have everything. On top of that, we're getting the RDA support, right? So, if all of these cancer decks gets hit in the consistency so that they're less likely to do all the BS, and we get the new support, we're just gonna be gaming. We are gonna be gaming. And especially if they're limiting Duel to 1 as well. Like, then we are truly gaming. Because that's like the one thing that stops RDA. After support, of course. It's still like everything stops RDA currently, but after support, it's like we've already lost here. There's no point in staying around. If we had any RDA engine, we would have won, because they cannot deal with Supernova in their deck. Let's check if they had a Wusu, just hypothetically speaking. If we full combo, there's no way they win, but unfortunately, we only had our off engine that we're not even supposed to draw, to be fair. We had that. That's all we had in hand traps, right? And the dude can play through 3 hand traps like nothing. Now we lost the coin flip, of course. Are we gonna have a banger full gas hand now that we lost the coin flip, when we need like the hand we just had with only hand traps, right? We even had the Perulia, right? That would have been a gorgeous hand going second. We have a brick, but like, other than that, I can't complain. Of course, if it's Dracotail, we just lose because the view does nothing. Oh, is it Malice? I mean, we should really Ash Blossom that. We really should. Honestly, we have both engines in hand, so... he has it anyways, right? He just... Malice players, they always have it, right? They just always have it. We need to Nibiru them at some point. I'm not sure when we Nibiru them. But... probably near the end board we can Nibiru them. Or we hit them before they go to a Malice extra deck monster. Either one of those are good. I'm just afraid that I hit the Nibiru on them, and then they Code Talker. Here's the issue, right? They go into a Malice monster now. Maybe they're greedy and they go into the Link 1. No, they wouldn't. They need to go Malice monster. They go Malice monster, we lose. Is that enough to just win them the game right there? Probably. Probably. At this stage, we try and hit the end board. Just draw 2 for free, you know. You had so many coin flip losses in second stage, you just gave up. I had a rough coin flip losing streak yesterday as well, like... It was horrible. Also full math mech combo, baby. Holy shit. Like, what? You know, it feels like they hit Malice, right? And the deck just got stronger. The only hit they cared about was a Palooza. They could literally ban all the extra deck Malice monsters. The deck wouldn't care. They would still play Malice monsters. It's 3 bodies. Your one bad day deck turns into a blind going second Tenpai after. Yeah, but here's the issue. Once you start going into a going second deck, you're winning every single coin flip, and you're only drawing your going second cards. So you're like, ah, okay, so I pick going second, right? And then... well, if let's say we make RDA over into, like in this scenario, right? We make RDA so it can go second. We only ever draw our going second board breaker cards. We still select first, right? Because if we win the flip, but you're at a stage where you probably make Tenpai, right? You win every single flip, and you're like, why am I playing this deck? That's a pretty good place to Nibiru them, to be fair. Because they need a Link monster for the backup, right? They can't use the backup unless they have a Link monster. We probably still lose here, but let's see what happens, right? We could have waited further, I suppose. Because now we can send something for maybe extension. So maybe this was a bit too early still. But I'm just thinking that ideally... he just has a Link Spider, right? I forgot we're using Debut. He has Link Spider, backup is online. He does everything anyways. I messed up, right? There's no way they're not going Link Spider. Yeah, no. Deck is absurd, by the way. Just want to point that out. We should have waited for the backup to be used. Because obviously they were going to use the backup. After backup, maybe it was worth doing it, but... Well, after the Wizard, of course. They also just... Like, I don't know if you noticed, but they also just opened 2 Imperms in their opening hand. So, hypothetically speaking, we were cooked either way. I hope maybe they don't have any boss monsters left, but surely they do. They have, like, Allied Code Talker at Ignister, right? So they just summon back whatever they need. Look at this stupid stuff after an debut, just because they have Link Spider. Again, this just further facilitates... The fact that this deck is still played after all the hits just points out further that not only one, Cyburst was a mistake, all Link monsters was a mistake, without exception. Every single Link monster in the game was a mistake, without any exception. Cannot convince me otherwise. Now he has Omni Negate. And the Malice Trap he has remaining, isn't that the one that, yeah, special summon? So you can just special summon back Heart Scripter. He's still... Is that the 3rd Imperm he just set? Did he set down the 3rd Imperm? Ah, great. Now we draw Purulia. Sure, that would have been helpful instead of the Red Zone. Could we have swapped those 2 around? That would have been helpful. Guess not. Guess not. Right, because... I'm just out of here. Used Debut too early. I forgot about the Link Spider for a bit there and it cost me the game. I don't know why Melissa still played, to be fair, but it turns out that infinite body spam for Link monsters is just broken, right? So survives the... why are these people still in Diamond is my thing, right? Like, that's the other thing. Why are they not Master now? And why do they open the Giganots against me every time, Not every time, but you know what I mean, like... A bit of an awkward hand, but I think we can make do with it. Question is, do we want to do red zone or no red zone? Is it a Duel or something else? Probably not a Duel if he's not using it. Well, we'll just add red zone. Is it a Bestial? Did I just play into a Bestial? If it's Magnamod or the other, we have a good shot at it either way, so not to worry. Hold on, no, it's Isuna, right? No, it's Fovolos, okay. So here's... I have cross out, I didn't cross out the Fovolos. Am I It's fine. It's fine. No, so strategically, we just cross out the Maxia instead. Yes. Big brain plays out of nowhere from messing up. Clearly. I mean, we could have saved it for those, for sure. Supernova pass. Supernova pass. I kinda also messed up with what I set down. It should have been another level 2. Yeah. Huh. So, issue is I go Supernova pass, right? And if he has anything for it, which he probably has considering we gave him all the cards in the world, right? We just kinda lose. So... he probably do into the Max C off of the Fovolos, so maybe we should have just cross-outed it immediately. Yeah, I choked on this one, I'm sorry about that, but at least we have some blockers down, we have a Supernova, we have 2 Supernova uses, so... hopefully he has nothing that can out-Supernova. Probably has an Imperm though, most definitely an Imperm. But yeah, that's just so annoying. Like, yeah, give my opponent 2 Fovolos and a Max C. Why don't you? Probably also an out to Supernova. Like, yep, that is. Like, so classic. It's so classic, isn't it? So classic. They just... I mean, we're drawing that and then we hope we survive. We just need to survive now. Well, here's the issue, right? If you've noticed, when I open Maxi and Fovolos, a lot of the time, it's against the deck that doesn't care. Hypothetically speaking, let's say it's Dracotail, right? Oh, they just have the hand where they set up to it, they give me 1 draw per card, right? Oh, it's Odeon. Oh, it's Radiant Typhon, they don't care, because they just have the hand to just not play into it, right? It feels like that over and over again. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the time I'm like, ah yes, fine, it's my turn with the Maxi. I know that there are also the games where it just flat out wins, right? But there are just so many games where I feel like it's finally my turn with the Max C, and then, oh, it's Odeon, so... oh, and he doesn't even summon, like, he doesn't have the things that summon anyway, so it's like, he just have all the negates set down and eventually win. Maybe give me a single draw at some point. Maybe he's a dumbass and he just SP's my Supernova, that would be funny. Full lots effect be like your opponent discards Ash Blossom. I mean, here's the issue, right? If we have the new support, we could set up Rumble, like Ruler's Rumbling or something, and just have a Red Zone Ruler's Rumbling with the Crimson King, and we would barely give him any draws. Like, he would get 1 Fovolos draw, right? And we would just be like, thumbs up. But yeah, I mean, it's my fault for choking on the double Fovolos, like on the Fovolos, right? If I cross out the Fovolos, he didn't have Max C as well, surely. He drew into that the first card. So, if I just cross out the Fovolos immediately, or maybe even save it, maybe I just let the Max C go through because he had the double Fovolos anyways, and we choked on the play, right? Maybe I could have just saved it for an Imperm. Imagine that scenario. We just save it for Imperm, we win the game. Maybe that's where we should have gone. Just be like, ah, they always have Imperm. Save it for Imperm. Let them have the extra draws, right? But no, I had to choke on being annoyed that he had a Fovolos instead of being like, oh yeah, no, I have the cross out, right? Is he just gonna remove Supernova now from the field? We don't have the Scar Reds or anything in the grave, so we are very susceptible to just dying here. We also did Forward Loss, and opponent is still playing through it like nothing. Which is another issue. We don't get to add any like Reserve Crimson Gaia with the Vision Resonator either. I don't know, it feels really bad for me because if I Duel myself, I lose the game. But I have Duel to deal with all his stuff. And the cross out, and it's like... I should just Duel it, but... And to be fair, in hindsight there, I should just Duel it because I had the setup, right? So I should have just Dueled it immediately. And then be like, ah, Supernova pass. And then I have the cross out for the Imperm, right? That's the right play here. In hindsight, it's very clear what I should have done. Immediate Duel. And then... just Supernova pass with cross out for insurance. And a full Fiendsmith combo. I'm not even gonna sit here. Let's see how many Imperms he has, because he probably has 3. If he has 1, I'm gonna be slightly annoyed. I'm going for a D-rank game, aren't I? He has 2 of them. He drew 1 of the 2. He also just had the Santa Claus, right? So, maybe we're going back to Diamond 5, but that game was winnable, very winnable. Yeah, D-rank game. It's not a big deal because we're so far back in Diamond, and to be fair, RDA is basically unplayable at this stage. Basically unplayable. I think the safest play is Crimson Resonator, normal summon for Valas, but... Of course he has a Perulia. I mean, we just kinda have to Ash Blossom that, and then hope he doesn't have Maxia for Valas. And he has Valas as well. I'll just take my D rank, I guess. That's probably fine. I don't even know which one is worse for us, to be fair. I think they're equally bad for us. At this stage, I think Soul Resonator just like set up the more efficient play here. And then I think we just try and play through. It's a D-rank game anyways, and it's not like we are the states where the D-ranking matters. So I don't think I should feel any pressure from it, to be fair. It was immediately an Ash Blossom. We Ash Blossom checked earlier, he didn't have it, he just drew it now. That's like the most unfortunate luck we could get. What's our backup play now? We have to play into so much garbage. Like, we're giving them so many draws now. And what we're gonna have is nothing. Like, it's not gonna withstand a meta deck. You do something else as well. Is it an imbue? No, it's just Maxi. You know, just Maxi. So now we draw even more cards. Just so fast, Ash Maxi. Like, are you joking me? You still have 32 cards left in deck, and we just lost to Maxi and 4 losses, and now we're doing it again. gonna have 8 cards in hand. No, he's gonna have another. And we're gonna have a Blazer and a Dissipator, that's it. 2 disruptions for 1,000,000 cards. Maybe Supernova carries, but like who knows. I mean, we've given him so many draws anyways, we might as well grab a Phalanx while we're at it. Not like the 11th card does the difference, right? Oh, it's Dracotail. We cooked. Nothing we can do now. We just lose. I guess the Primera play... We would have lost anyways, to be fair. Under these circumstances, we lose either, like, no matter what. They hit the perfect Ash Blossom. They drew it off the top at the exact time they needed it. They draw the Maxi immediately. And now they have the Athalion to just bounce my entire board, probably. And he can negate the Auxilla. We just take the D. Hey, Dracotail, why are you not Master 1 yet? Like, are you an app? Like, it's the 22nd. It's the 22nd in the month, and you're still playing Dracotail in the lowest brackets of Diamond. Like, how are you? You are, and against me? No, Purulia. Oh, you Ash Blossom with Fuvalas. Okay, good. Immediate Ash. Good. Hit it on the best target that you played around to make sure that it would resolve before I draw an Ash. Good. Maxi. Yeah, nope, just... Okay, so we D-ranked. Now we can go see what people play in Diamond 5. Why did we D-rank? Well, to be fair, to be quite frank with you, Max C D-ranked us. Was it any particular skill issue play? Was it even the deck, to be fair? We should have played a deck that doesn't lose to Maxi, I suppose. That's the logical answer. My issue is that they've just been postponing the ban lists. And the last one we got was a freaking joke. And you see what they're doing in the other formats, and it's like, ah, okay, these are actually really good hits. We've been waiting. Fuvalas again. I'm not playing this game. Just call by that. If they have Maxi, we play into it. No F's given. We need the new support badly. Not even fun how we need it. Do we need to do this? Yeah, we need to do it like this. Hold on. Purulia is really bad for us, to be fair, and like Maxi should just be banned. But like, where Maxi ban? Red Zone or Dissipator? Red Zone or probably Dissipator, considering we already have a negate online. The good thing about Fuvolos and Puruli at least is that they don't go first and then use it. Maxi is like, aha! I have set up an impossible to break board. Also Maxi. You may now scoop. There's definitely a difference there. We grab. So we have 3 disruptions against 4 cards. I think it's not bad. I think we can. I should have just taken Primera. I was like, I'll have the archery draw that we don't have because Oath is not in the graveyard. If the world, if archery just was like, if you have 2 Centurion cards in the graveyard, or an Emblem Oath. 2 Centurion cards on Emblem Oath. In standby phase, he adds. Oh, it's White Forest, right? With Fiendsmith. Apparently that was enough. I actually just want to see a ban list happen that just absolutely decimates all the current meta decks. Just absolutely decimates them. At least the ones that went... K9 still in shop, I'm not sure. But like Darktail should be decimated for sure. I think they should just also with what is it? They should also decimate Yummy at this stage, I feel. Get rid of all these annoying stun cards. Duel would be really good here. Unfortunately, I think we lose because you can just negate the evenly. He has all the material he wants as well. It just seems like, you know, also from playing it myself, you have to hit Crosshair, right? It's a +2 situation. But you just kinda lose either way. Oh, also, excuse me, sir. Why are you playing Radiant Typhoon in Diamond 5? Like, you should be Diamond 1 by now. I could go on the deck right now, take it to, like, Master 1 probably. Wouldn't even be that big of a deal. And you're sitting here. In what, Diamond 5? I'm starting to see why you're in Diamond 5, sir. Why this one? But I guess, oh, you have so many bodies, might as well find something useful for them. Link 4, like... What are we playing at here? The world, if we had a droplet right now. But we're not playing them. Droplet evenly clears a lot of boards, to be fair. But he negates it. Can't activate anything. Otherwise I would. I would even activate a Max C here just to stop this. But no. He probably has more MSTs anyways. What does this one do? Neither player can tribute cards. During your opponent's turn you can tire one ritual. So it's just I win the game. Okay, cool. Also he has a monster negate, so we can't win. Too oppressive. Well, it's the 22nd of the month, right? They should not be in Diamond 5 with that powerful deck. All those decks should be in Master, but for some reason it's like, oh, Diamond 4, sweat AF, you know. Everybody play, and the funny thing is that I see them and they play the deck better than I do. So I'm like, what? Like, I'm learning stuff from my opponents playing the Radiant Typhoon deck. And I'm like, ah, you can do that. Cool. Unironically, I kinda just wanna pass. Poolia and Fovolossus in my hand. I think we just pass. It's like we probably lose or whatnot, but... It seems a waste to just have 2 dead cards in hand. A bunch of people just got the... No, I think they're just like... I don't understand why they're not... Like, they're not playing enough, I think. Like, they probably got it way back in gold or something. And they've climbed all the way to diamond, but they're playing so few games a day that they're not climbing anywhere. It's not like me who do like hours of game sessions and just play it out, but... You're on Master 3. I wouldn't even be surprised if the decks I'm going against are more like rough than they are. Because I have been in situations where the diamond climb was harder than Master. In multiple seasons where I'm like, oh my god, like why are... And then I get to Master and it's like, oh, it's almost easy in comparison. K9 Cyber Dragons, you think? Or is that what you've been running? Cause... I don't know, did we really need to make every single playable deck in the current modern days of Master Duel into decks that are like 1000% better than every single rogue deck that exists? Like, did we really need to have that big of a power gap? No proper pre-hits, no bans forever. It's really getting stagnant with how powerful the decks are, and they're not... And then it's like, oh, we can't hit Dracotail right now, because then it's not balanced with the other decks, even though it's been out. Just hit the decks while they're in the shop. Why is it so hard to do that? Just actually make the game balanced so you can play it. Like, is it not supposed to be... Like, what's the Steam chart saying? I want to know, like... How few people are playing... We are on a downwards trend again. We had the anniversary. We just dead, by the way. I forgot K9 could just do that without even like... So, I guess there we should have just I don't know, played our hand, even though we end on nothing, we wouldn't win anyways. Plus they had Isuna in hand, right? We kind of know they had Isuna in hand there. Well, the thing is, they're still gonna be tier 1 if they are like 10% stronger or something. But we are in so many fold stronger that I'm playing a pretty, like I would say, a pretty competent deck, right? All things considered. But it does die to one hand traps. Like one hand trap, or like a lot of the times, right? But it's been able to manage. But now it's like every single deck plays from the hand, can play on both turns, can, play through 4 to 5 disruptions, and it's getting absurd. And I'm sitting here, and if my Crimson guy gets stopped right now, we probably lose the game. The Holly Sue, we probably lose the game as well, to be fair. Turns, like, one disruption's enough. One disruption's enough. Like, what do we do here? Do we go Soul Resonator to bait out stuff? It's pretty risky, because if he doesn't pop Soul Resonator now... Oh, he takes control of it. Best case scenario, yes, no, maybe so. He has a DD Crow, so we just kinda cooked either way it goes. You'd be like, ah, yes, we can actually play, but here's the problem, he just DD Crows me. Like, yeah, I can try and do a play here, but then I get DD Crowed. Does he also just have Isuna? You just go Clockwork against Yum and you win. I mean, that works against RDA as well. Just Clockwork, you win. Yes. Send a Whirloop. He's probably gonna banish that if we try and use it later, but... I mean, he just showed us very generously that he has a DD Crow, right? So... let's play the game the way he wants to, right? If he didn't show the DD Crow, we would probably have been cooked here. Like, if he had just held on the Holly Suit, didn't even use the Holly Suit, just DD Crow, we win the game. Like, they win the game, right? That's all they really needed. What levels do we need? Is it 1-1, I think, for this play line? I really hope we get the new support very soon. Like, literally that would save it for me, but I'm looking at the Steam charts and the game is not looking good. Like, at all. It's dropping by the day. Which just kinda tells me that people don't like this current meta, and keeping it so power crept for so long and not hitting decks. Like, at this stage, maybe it would be kind of fine if they hit all the other decks and the only deck you had to worry about was one. Because right now I'm already only building to deal with Vanquished Soul Canine, right? But then I just get farmed by Dracotail still being at full power. I get farmed by Yummy. I just kind of get farmed in general. Maybe we keep this on the field for Chaos Angel? Yes, no, maybe so? we're also ripping into their hand, and that's kind of how we win here, going first. We got Holly Sued, and look at our board, by the way. Holly Sue stole our Soul Resonator, and look at our board. We don't have a discard for Centurion Engine. Maybe should have... We do have a discard for Centurion Engine. We do actually have that, huh? Yes, because we did do that. We can even keep that there. Do we even need the Vision Resonator? We could bring back the Vision Resonator, I suppose, but... yeah, we need to do that because of our hand situation. So, we won't have this Pater, but we will have a discard. And we can go Chaos Angel or Supernova, I suppose, but I'm thinking Supernova is better because we know that it's Vanquished Soul, and they kinda can't stop a Supernova when it's backed up by an Abyss. But I suppose they can't really stop a Chaos Angel either. I'm thinking I want a Phalanx here. Phalanx pretty good. Also, can we stop up for a moment? Why is my opponent in Diamond 5? When he draws Holly Sue every game, like how is he in Diamond 5? Like he should be Master 1 already. Like what are we talking about? How am I even seeing these in Diamond 5 after D-ranking brutally? And how am I beating them on top of that? Probably saving this replay either way. Is it great? Is it insane? No, but like it shows how we are playing around the DD Crow and the Holly Sue. Chaos Angel, banish the Pantera. Sure. Seems good to me. One less attribute and one less... Kinda just wasting the Duelist Realm though. Should have probably waited. I actually kinda like what they're doing with the new OCD list. I think they should do that in... Like they should take some of these things. Especially the Duel, the Floodgates, love that. They're actually hitting some meta deck stuff. Would like that. But isn't like Dracotail already completely shredded in both OCD and TCD at the moment? But in Master Duel, it's isn't it like completely unhit in Master Duel? Like what's even hit from Dracotail in Master Duel? Is anything hit? And they also have the branded stuff and they have the Floodgate, right? Nothing's hit in Dracotail. Isn't that a bit absurd? Nothing's hit. They have the Performer Pal 5 Rainbow as well. They have the branded stuff. They have the Magister stuff. They have everything. And it's completely unhit. And the other thing is that... I mean, to be fair, like, it's literally completely unhit and it still has support coming in terms of... Like the White Albas, right, and a bunch of other stuff that is coming, I've heard, that they can use. And it is just completely unhit. Master Duel. Even though it's no longer in the store either. It's just unhit. It's kind of insane if you think about it. Do we do this? I think this is safer, because worst case, they disrupt today, we can normal summon Primera. Like that actually, yeah, no, that was what we were doing. Do you have another? By the way, this is wrong. This is not correct of the opponent. Do you have another? No? Out of stuff? What a darn shame. Is it a Duel as well? Do you also just have Duel? You've got to be kidding me. We don't even get our draw now from R3 on our turn anyways. Set up the Vision Resonator. Keep the Magnamod, no reason in using it. Maybe we can make a Chaos Angel. Maybe we do make Chaos Angel either way. Do we make a Chaos Angel? Dude has 2 cards in hand. Probably Blazer is better. Blazer is probably just way better. What is this? Like 3 hand traps. And a Fuvolas. We need to draw like a hand trap here so we have a disruption without giving them a draw. That's not it. That's so far from it. Full Fiendsmith, I suppose we just disrupt that. And then he has 1 card left in hand. Ideally we give him no draws. But like, what is this hand? Let's be real. What's that kind of hand? It's kind of absurd if you ask me. You like the Holy Su- That card needs to go to 1. Like, there's so many cards where I'm just like, ban it, get it to 1. But it does look like OCD's philosophy is that a card doesn't need to be banned. It just needs to be at 1 so you see it less. But it's like, no, just ban it. Just, if it's at 1, consider that why did it get put at 1, and if it's stuff like Dual Maxi, stuff like this, right, ban it. Nobody wants that. We can still make a Chaos Angel banish a card. Yeah, don't care about that. End of the main phase. He has 1 card left in hand. He went for this play around. So that we couldn't hit him with the Magnamod, I assume. If that's how he's gonna play, I mean, sure, we'll just get rid of the Requiem in general. Takes care of a bunch of issues. And we also get another Bestial so we can stop whatever it is anyways. And now we have full RDA combo set up. Is it ever Primera Primus? No, because we don't really have anything we can get with it, right? Just go for the game in as few summons as possible. So we've done 1 summon, this gets to be the 2nd summon. And then we get the 3rd and the 4th summon. Oh, misplay. Didn't put down the Crimson guy, so I don't get an extra RDA here. On the other side, we do get to set up for, in case of Nibiru, without triggering it immediately. So if his last card is somehow a Nibiru, we played around it. So there's a pro to it, I suppose. Oh wait, no, don't we just get Nibiru when we summon Vision Resonator? I mean, if they have Nibiru... it's fine, like, we have the Duelist realm, right? We were fine all along. Just add this just in case. Either way, we can banish Auxilla, bring Auxilla back with Dissipator, and even if we had to go another round, we're fine. We're actually just way better set up than we were previously, right? We didn't even need any disruptions against him. He just kind of threw away his own combo. Probably not throwing away his combo. It's probably more case of he's only on maybe Engraver. Is that it? Like, we can check his deck list, I suppose. No need to speculate. Just check the deck list. Instead of like hypothesizing why he played the way he did, didn't even use a normal summon. Let's check the deck list, right? No, he isn't to Engraver. He has a Lacrima. That just seemed like it was a wrong play. So that was Snake Eyes, I guess. This is a really good hand, by the way. It has just about everything we need. Absolute amazing hand. It is kind of funny if you think about it. The way we play through a lot of these issues we have is like, called by Ash Blossom, right? Like, yeah. If they duel now, we have the called by... They don't. So... At least we have extra disruptions for their turn, I suppose. But this is where it goes from like, instead of helping us on our turn to actually get plays going, the hand traps is just gonna make this so one-sided it's not even fair. Like dual Ash called by on top of my full combo. Like that's just a bit absurd, wouldn't you say? Not really planning to get rid of any of them either. So we just get to, like, this game is just over. I don't know what deck he could possibly be that... Because you can be like, it could be a going second deck, it could be Sky Striker or Tenpai. Well, called by Ash and Duel stops that from working for him. Like, the combination of these cards just makes it so that no matter what deck it is, we probably don't even need our board if it's one of those decks. It's just... The hand trap stops them. Let's see here. Almost hit the wrong resonator there. Let me check some stuff. Would we even have a chance if the new support hit right now? We would probably still be absolutely devastated, right? Because we are not gonna get all the full art cards. We would just be getting the initial wave of the Blazing support, Blazing Dominion support, right? And in that scenario, maybe we aren't doing as well as we would want to be doing. It would just be up to like the meta decks being hit, right? That would be the main thing. If anything, it might actually be really fun playing the RDA support into full overpowered meta, right? But I think that at least once the meta decks get hit and we get our support, at least the initial wave, depending on how much the hits us, we could actually be looking at being really strong even before the full arts. Oh, is it Mikonko? It's funny because I was just talking about how we might be fine into everything, right? And then this happens. He didn't even see our glorious hand or the call by. Did he misplay with that? Did he not mean to? By the way, we D-rank, right? We D-rank. We're still going against meta decks and stuff, but now we're just winning all the games. What was this deck anyways? Like, I think it's Mikonko, right? No, it's just the one-off Lava Golem. And then you didn't have your normal summon. What? What's going on here? This is weird, right? It's not just me feeling like this is very weird deck situation. Last kind of deck. Imagine how hard that could have gone if he also tried to full combo on top of Lava Golem. I mean, we would be sitting like, what? Lava Golem in that deck. But we would still get the Auxilia back because of the Phalanx. And then we would still make a Supernova Dragon. We'd have Abyss and 2 Supernova Dragon usages, plus our hand traps and the call by. Like, we would have been more than fine. We have full gas hands, so we probably lose just because no hand traps. Unless opponent bricked, which would be nice, but they probably didn't brick. Oh. So we're just getting, they're just gonna summon, you cannot special summon monsters, right? On us. That's what they're gonna do. Also high red zone. Seen you a lot today in my hand, feel like. Okay, you have Tenpai cards in your... Is it just Tenpai? Dragon Ruler Tenpai? What am I watching? Like, surely this gets degenerate, right? Surely this goes to degeneracy. dude also had a Duel, which would just solo our hand, to be fair, kinda. Maybe not, maybe not. If we went first, we could set up stuff. Especially because we have the red zone, right? Yeah, no, we would have been fine against Duel with this exact hand. Yeah, he overlaps the level 7s into his Dragon Ruler cards, right? That's the play. And then he can send the toxic card to the graveyard, and then he can bring it back on our turn. Maybe he's not doing something, Didion, huh? Well, Magnamod is nasty for us, I suppose. I'm kind of surprised to see where this is going. Is he just making the big unaffected guy or whatever? Is that where we're going with this? No disruption? Oh, this. So he has a spell trap negate. Is that it? I mean, I'm kind of surprised to see where we're going with this. Is it just setting up Tenpai stuff? Is that all we're doing here? Don't want to play Oath yet. Does he even have anything else? I don't think he has anything else. Bring your opponent... was opponent supposed to select go second or what? Or is it just set up so if we go into battle phase you can full Tenpai combo me? Is that it? If you think that... No, the Tenpai law is its own thing. I am so confused by my opponent. He's out of effect. He had no disruptions. Like, he has one spell trap thing, but we can just get rid of that by our combo. Is going battle phase a trick? Could be a trick. I mean, we can negate Sangha and summoning. For one thing. During your main phase 1. During your main phase 1. During your main phase 1. So what you're telling me is that it does nothing on my turn. Ooh. That was dumb of me. I don't know why I brain farted. We played so carefully around not being spell trap negated. We played so carefully around that one. That was like the entire thing we were doing. So I'm not sure why we just like brain farted for a moment there. We really needed to not do that. Because we just wipe it out like that. Does he have effects when they... Maybe we need to display the first. So I'm thinking the most logical conclusion is that we abyss negate Tundra, and when he tries to activate Hydra, we just negate the effect or pop the Hydra. Still scoops the game up, huh? It's a bit weird how we D-rank. And then all the games are just easy. Even if the enemy is playing a meta deck or something, right? But obviously we have nonsense like this for some reason. I don't know, how long have we been streaming? Only 2 hours. I kind of don't want to keep streaming, but also it's only 2 hours we've been streaming. We should go at least 4, right? Let's see if we can get to Diamond 3 at least. Within the next like 2 hours. Just kind of lost motivation after reaching that goal, and then these games are not actually that fun. So I kind of want to just relax for a bit, is where my brain is at, I think. And this is not very relaxing. It's kind of the opposite, actually. Yeah, we let that resolve so we can ash the thing he sends to the grave. You have got to be joking. Well, you're gonna wish you held that for the draw in a bit. Sir, opponent, sir. Not even prayers, so no quick activation. Yep, have fun with that. Have fun with that. And then we evenly match him on our turn and he just cries about it. Except he'll probably keep Murakumo on the field. But at least he can't bring it back. It's just Murakumo pass angle for him. If it's just Murakumo on the field, like... No, we have to evenly first then. If it's like this. Battle phase. Even the match. You're right, they 100% do the trap, why wouldn't they? You're so right. And provided he has no hand traps, we're probably fine. We do probably cry if he do a hand trap though, but... at least we get to play now. Dude makes me discard, sure. I can discard the Vision Resonator here, I think that's the safest play. It'll also tell us if they have anything. Let us see. Nothing. He could still have an Nibiru, I suppose. That would be devastating. Oh, he has Nibiru. Well. Well, that's an issue. Dude has a Nibiru. Of course he does. Just had to be that, didn't it? Okay, what do we do here? What do we do here? Big think. Big think. Think Gaia goes. Then we have to level up Bone Arcfiend, there's no other way to play. This lets us synchro up. Would have been so much better for us if we didn't have to discard for Murakumo, of course. But yeah, I mean, of course he also just have the Nibiru, right? Nibiru trap hard drawn, just very fun stuff. The current deck strength is not even close to 5 out of 10. I don't even know if you can even give it a rating. It's how badly the meta is power crept at this stage. Because it's really badly power crept. White tokens don't count as card on field to send, because you can't send it to the graveyard. It disappears from the field if you try to. So that would be why. So I'm thinking they might immediately bring Murakumo back and we kinda just lose to that, don't we, huh? So we need an RDA on the field to protect us from Murakumo. We also need a discard. So that's a problematic situation. More like 7, as in 07, because you're not gonna do well. Of course. Does he also have a thing he can tribute for it? Of course he does. Of course he does. Wait, is he gonna just add Wusu? Does he just add Wusu and we cry about it? Cause that could be a thing he does. I mean, obviously bring back Murakumo because he can do that. Oh, he didn't. Add even more stuff, I suppose. Just thought he could summon Murakumo back immediately, pop my board. He should be able to. I'm not sure if it's Supernova or Blazer here. I think it has to be Supernova. It's like the only thing that actually does anything, right? We know like most of his hand at this stage. Oh, you can just summon it back any moment with that. Cool. So we could Blaze our Dragon. We could Blaze our Dragon. We could also Supernova. Thinking Supernova. Maybe we get rid of the Murakumo. Maybe he's out of place if we do that. To some degree. Like he might still have another in deck, but at least he can't Wuso the Supernova then. And I am feeling pretty confident in our ability to survive on the board, even without a Crimson Gaia. At least we can't be Wusoed, which is my main concern here. We also got rid of the Murakumo, which makes... You're running 2 Mitama. Okay. So I guess he just summons the second Murakumo from deck now. Yep. Of course. We should still be fine. We have Phalanx, for Auxilla. But it just didn't solve the issue. I wanted to stop him from adding infinite. But he keeps adding infinite. Hopefully he doesn't have a second debut. But yeah, I was really scared that he would just end up adding Russo at one point, so that's why I felt like Supernova off the field is better. We lack recursion in the grave, I just realized. Both Vision is in the grave. We do not have a Red Rising in the grave either. That means we have no way to Crimson Gaia. This is actually really bad. Now that I'm looking at what we are having here. We need a Crimson Gaia access, but we can't get it cause both Vision... We could do if we had the Red Rising in the grave somehow, but that's the other issue. Opponent seems to be struggling a bit as well with that situation. Yeah. During the end phase, we will bring her back. Aha! Is he going for her? Or is it Bone he's yoinking? Ah, he's going for Auxilla. Okay. We gotta use this. I wonder if he's gonna go into an SP Little Knight and banish her now. It's pretty dangerous to go into SP Little Knight with that situation though. But like, he can't let Auxilla do her thing either. Oh, he returns the Omni Negate, wow. It's really infuriating. Plus he can clear up the board potentially, so we have to keep Primera in the back row. And he still went for the SP Little Knight, so maybe we don't even get to set up Primera. Scarlet, of all things. Again, like, this happens so often now where we just draw that for turn. And it's really awful for us. $60 card deck Dwarves Fuva, yeah, we have cut it down a bit though, but... Main issue is right now that we can't get access to engine because of the... It all comes down to him being like, oh yeah, also you have to discard a card, right? Oh yeah, you have to discard a card. On my turn and your turn you have to discard a card. It always comes down to that at the end of the day. What can we even do here at this stage? Did he time out? You know what? That's what happens, you know. We would get Supernova back during the end phase, but I'm getting really tired of drawing Fuvalos and Perulia for turn. Maybe we just need to go deranged and be like, okay, remove all of these and just go gas, I don't know. So anyways, Fuba, hi. Today, hi. Enemy hand trap, lose the game, hi. Yeah, no. Probably very easy lethal on the opponent side of things. But yeah, now we are sitting here. Ah, hey, Fuba on first turn, and today also, which is just, he's just gonna win the game, right? He just has lethal. Yep, he just got it. He's got it. Just full branded combo. Dude is also unevenly. My issue here is that... Oh, I guess I can chain Fuva now at least. That's a benefit, I suppose. Oh, and he just discard. Would I rather stop his plays entirely? It's really tempting. Plus Lubellion will be stuck on the field. Like, I need engine, right? I need engine, right? But it seems really good to bell that. Yes, draw an Ash Blossom for turn, why don't you? Well, we are in a standoff, it seems. And I'm not sure who's winning it. But here we are. Maybe I can Ash Blossom the branded fusion they just drew for turn. No? Let's Fuva that. Should force them to just pass turn, I suppose. Well, I mean, they're attacking still, but... And we can just evenly them again. It would be nice one of these days to actually top deck engine, but... that just doesn't happen, it seems. Our first thing at all remotely looking at our deck is a brick that we drew. Other than that, it's all non-engine, and, well, I guess we have the Tudea, right? But it's like... Synchro monsters. So even if we had a play, we wouldn't be able to play, huh? Insane. There's always next turn, guys. There's always next turn. Maybe he draws Branded Fusion now. We Ash Blossom. We're both on 60 card decks, by the way, and we're both drawing like monkeys. Like, no offense. Oh, I can't Ash Blossom that, right? That's just Verde immediately. I can Ash that, but like, what's the point? Probably the best card they could draw, right? A monster that gives the max C, so I have to Ash Blossom that. And then they also have just Branded Fusion. And I don't get to Ash it, so... Imagine actually just having a situation where, oh, any two monsters equals win the game, right? I don't know. Didn't want to play into the Fuva. Yeah. I mean, he makes a Mirror Jade, right? He makes a Mirror Jade, and then we can't play through it with our nothing, to be fair. Our nothing doesn't play through it. And he's still gonna have the Banny. So we have to play through a max C if we open. And we also need to open Crimson Gaia on top of everything else. Wait, no, that isn't worth Ash Blossoming. So we have to open Crimson Gaia ideally. And then we can make our decision if we... Thing is, all the Centurion cards are dead. And we're not even gonna draw engine, that's the crazy part, right? We're gonna draw another hand swap here. Just when you say all of the Centurion cards are dead, right? Great stuff. Yeah, no, that's so funny. That's so funny. So funny that I forgot to laugh. What is safest here? I think we just take our card draw, see where we settle. And then we can hit the... What is it? We hit the max C. Yeah. We need to draw any Resonator engine access. Resonator Call, yes. Crimson Gaia, yes. Bone Arc Fiend, yes. Any of those and we're good. We're literally down to the wire on this one. Do we draw another Fuva or Purulia though? Unironically, that'll do. Except I'm dead. So it won't do. And there were no way we could set this up otherwise either. Way too late, and it's a brick from the engine. How many bricks was that? 2 there to start, so the oath we got later was dead. The vision would have worked if we had enough life points, by the way. Cause we were oath locked, so we couldn't do anything with it in that sense. And there were no way to avoid the oath lock. How many dead draws was that? Like 7 turn? Like... Yikes. What do you mean by level 6? We were oath locked. We can only summon Centurion monsters from the extra deck. The extra deck was not glowing. So yes, I would have liked to go Red Rising. Also, they used the Murdiate anyways. There was no effect. We had to oath lock. Like there was no play without the oath lock. Unless we want to discard the Ash Blossom, but I was hoping we would draw a... Like at that stage it was just draw Engine or lose the game, right? What did we draw? Vision Resonator. Which would have been fine. Well, fine. Not really, but we would be able to make a play with it at least. If we had life points. It was just kind of unfortunate, the whole thing. If we had drawn it on an earlier turn, we would also have been fine, like before the Verda Anaconda. But the deck was just not in our favor. Again, this wouldn't even have been an issue if he didn't do Retaliating C exactly. The fact he drew Retaliating C, which means he has Max C, which we need to Ash, because either way we go... Like, it was just so messed up on so many levels, where the opponent is drawing good, in my opinion anyways, like, sure we're both bricking, but opponent is drawing better cards than me, and has access to... A Verda Anaconda, by the way, which should be banned. Verda Anaconda should not be playable. It makes Dracotail completely unhinged. And it just makes it so that any 2 bodies equals full combo for these decks, right? And it's like, oh, okay, so you shut down all their plays. Okay, Verda Anaconda. I win the game, right? You can use R2 as an untuner. So that part is correct. That's not where the issue lies. But yeah, it's that's a play you could probably make in ILTCG, you know, be like... I don't care if it needs it. If that's the case, we need to ban all the cards that it sends for other decks, right? Besides, it can send Super Pulley, which is toxic, so let's ban Super Pulley as well. But I think Super Pulley, the Predator plan needs that more, right? With the new support. And also, has Predator plan been, like... That's the thing, right? Ban Anaconda, make a new one that is archetypal locked. If the deck needs it. Like, we needed Chaos Ruler, they took that away from us. Then they gave us Scar Red instead. So I don't think it's unfair to just be saying that they need to ban Verda Anaconda, because it's banned in all the other formats, right? But Master Duel, for some reason, that elf, and like, there's so many ban cards, they're just like, this is fine. When it's not fine. And the meta decks are using the cards. The meta decks would be 1000% probably stronger without them. They still have them, so you know, like it's this thing. What is a million for a billionaire, right? That's basically where we are with this stuff. Like, they already have so many good things going for them, these meta decks. They don't need to also just be able to be like, ah, okay. I know that that was branded, right? And that's fine. I was breaking. We would have won in most cases, but to be fair, Word Anaconda should not even be legal in Master Duel, but it is. I think if it's banned in both TCG and OCG, maybe it should be banned in Master Duel. That's all I'm saying. If it's banned in all the other formats, maybe ban it in Master Duel too for good measure. Oh, it's no. Retaliating C. Why are people back on Retaliating C anyways? I mean, he'll probably just be worse off with it, but I don't mind doing it like this. Is that for Radiant Typhon, by the way? Probably. Probably for Radiant Typhon. What's funny to you is that the new Hero Fusion Overframe works better on Predaplat than in Hero's deck. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a mistake on design front, but I think we're going for like another hour maybe. I'm not sure I can promise that though, but I would like to just chill a bit. It's funny, like as soon as I reach the goal, I'm like, I can't play that long anymore, and then it's like, I haven't reached the goal. 13-hour stream, no problem. That's literally how my brain works. If I have a goal, I can play, I can just keep going, like without much pause or anything. Just keep going. Bit weird how that is, isn't it? Just hyper focus on it. But right now, I don't really have a goal because I know I'm not gonna get Master 1 in one stream, right? I know I'm probably not even getting Master 5 at this stage. And I just reached one goal, so I kinda just wanna chill, right? Like, getting a bit hit by the fatigue from having played a lot, I suppose, at this stage. And I don't think I'm pushing Master this month anyways. I'm waiting for that new support at this stage. I mean, I can see if I can find time to give it a try, right? But I'm not gonna promise anything here. Watch it be Radiant Typhon, we get Sheena wipe the field up. Nothing. Okay, good, good. I'm happy about that. Have we activated anything in the graveyard? Or hand? Crimson Resonator, of course, yes. So they won't have a Isuna either. Me being like, where's Vision Resonator at the grave? For a bit. Just muscle memory being like, target Vision Resonator. Okay. So we have full combo, but no RDA on field. So if it's going second board breaker deck, we cry a bit. But you gotta study this line. It's a very simple line, and it's very adaptable, where if you have any of the other pieces, like in this situation, I had Bone Arc Fiend as a piece. So when I get to Soul Resonator, instead of adding Bone Arc Fiend, I add Vision Resonator. Or the Uvu Loop, right? If I have Uvu Loop or Vision Resonator, I obviously add Bone Arc Fiend. What am I doing again? You do need the Chain Resonator for this line though, which is the only like drawback, I suppose. But it feels really good to perform this line. And it plays very similar to the other line that starts with the, what is it? Crimson Resonator, Bestial, and then a Vision Resonator. But obviously we can't really do that line very often lately, because Bestials are so bad into every single meta deck right now that... Like, the only one it's good against is Yami, right? But... like, what are we doing there? Yami we can still kind of win against if we go first, at least, which is the thing. What are we adding? Phalanx? Yes? Might have been better to send it, to be fair, but... Your favorite board? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It feels pretty cool making Supernova Dragon with the like proper. And then it feels so bad when we get Super Pulleyed by Odeon. Super Pulley for 3. It's always Super Pulley, isn't it? Oh, for 2. I mean, there's no reason not to do this. Well, we are not bringing back Supernova anyways at this stage, so... maybe we just bring back an RDA so we have a pop online. Watch him Super Pulley again for 3 this time. Watch him Super Pulley for 3. Ah, Super Pulley again. Why is that not hard once per turn? Why is this not a once per duel effect, hmm? Thoughts? Don't care. I can negate the man instead. Well, it's just really annoying when you're playing a deck that has, for example, Dark Monsters as their thing. So our deck, right, we get like completely farmed by Super Pulley because Dark is such a common attribute. But honestly, we're kind of fine here. If he sets 3 or starts setting card, we can make Blazar. Yeah, no, we're popping that one. Then he has 2 cards left. Apparently that was enough. Hello to you as well. You know, maybe we can get to Diamond 3 and then we can say we did something today. Aside from, you know, the 17k Duelist points or whatever. I need to do a thing. Just typing something on Discord. Is it Melis? Did I see that right? Yes, it's Melis. Do we even Bestial here? I mean, probably. They're probably gonna remove it and then we can evenly, if we need to. And the best case scenario, the Magnamod will disrupt their splash mates that they're probably going for. You're watching from Japan. Well, sure what the time zone is there, but... best case you go Splash Mage right now. Best case Splash Mage. Do they not just always go Splash Mage here? Oh, Wicked. That's really bad, because that means he probably has something like that. Oh my god, we're getting cyber slopped. I mean, we really just have to stop them from accessing Melis monsters now. That's the only thing we can do, I feel. Link decoder. Are they just making the big dragon? How many negates do they have for evenly? Well, 1. So we would just have to bait out that 1 negate. But here's the worst part. They might make the dragon that just makes it so you can't activate in the battle phase. Like anything. Like the Cyberse dragon, like... How did this know? Can we even find it? Don't think so. Oh, he's already making allied access code talk. Okay. He did not use the effect though, which is kind of crazy. If this card is link summoned, you can when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can tribute one of your link monsters. Well, I think we just lost there, huh? Isn't that crazy? He literally pinned me with this. Like, he had so much gas that he could pin me like this. Yeah, we finished the Radiant Typhon stuff. You read the title as Radiant Typhon as in you're using it. I was. We finished that part. And then it says, what is it? The late RDA ladder grind. We are at the RDA ladder grind stage at the moment. Let's see here. Negate any monster effects activated in the battle phase, I see. Dude really went out of his way to pin me down here. So best case scenario, he uses the negate. Bone Archfiend number 2 was not what was desired as a draw. Best case scenario, I suppose he negates here. Yep. Good, and then we can evenly. Is this spell a spell slash trap? It is. Do we bait this first? Do we bait that first? Seems really risky. Maybe we just go battle phase, but then we have to play into Malice nonsense. Yeah, he negates that. I don't remember what Malice spell he said. Or trap, I mean. So he's gonna add a card to do his thing, I see. Oh, he could send Aggregator, I suppose. Oh, he also just has that in hand. Draws an Ash Blossom, wins the game. Oh, is he targeting Bone Archfiend with that one? Probably is. Yep. Good thing we do another, so we could discard for free. Otherwise, we would maybe have had to use Stone Sweep or something. Oh, and he can use that immediately, right? Yeah, summon back a thing, but I don't think there's anything dangerous to summon. The more so thing that we need to worry about is that he can banish your thing. But maybe we go Primus to try and pop it unless he uses it now. Oh, he can link summon on Our turn, because win more. Win more, by the way. This card literally enabled him to do anything. Skip past where, what is it, we would have hit him on a choke, and then now also hard scripter into shut down my play, and he still has disruption. Yeah, wow, okay, no, maybe we should have made it with the Centurion Field Spell after all, and then even lead. Cause, oh my god. This backfired hard. He still has banish a card on the field. And a Duel. Like, that's the card he drew, by the way. From White Binder. We just saw him draw that. It's the only card in hand he drew it, and it's Duel. The card that literally says win the game if your opponent is RDA, right? Oh my god. They could ban these two and the deck would still be played. They would still use Malice monsters. It wouldn't even be a problem. I'm surprised they aren't just going for the banish immediately. Like, they have it. Wait. They don't. They dueled. They can't activate it. But it doesn't matter because we can't set up recursion or anything. Right, so we kinda just lose anyways. Maybe the Dissipator Abyss can do something? We don't have Battle Phase, mind you. That's the thing, that's an issue. But he can't do the thing he wanted to do. He just dueled himself. Honestly, that is just kind of good to get rid of. He still has Dark Fluid though. Still has a Malice card in there. What can we summon that helps us? Unironically, stealing their Dormouse makes this offline, right? That could be a play. Definitely a play. What else can we do? Scarlight can't pop it. Is it just steal the Dormouse, negate their play? We can't add cards, they dueled. They dueled, we can't, like, add cards. I know what we do, I know what we do now. Just needed to think it over a bit. We need to pop the Malice monster, I feel. And then we can Abyss whatever they have, and we have a negate from the Dissipator for whatever they draw. So we just remove this because I'm not sure Abyss negate would stop it entirely, and then... how did we play through this, by the way? Could somebody tell me how we played through this? Because it seems like Duel was really good against us, but then they stopped their last disruption. I need to know what's in their hand. Change its battle position. I don't think I care. At one. I think we just negate that. Just in case. Just in case. And then we can Abyss the last, and there's nothing they can do with one monster. There's nothing they can do with just one monster on the field, right? Maybe I spoke too soon. But this doesn't do anything, right? This also just doesn't do anything without a monster. We should not have won this. They went first, they did everything. We should not have won this. And we just Abyss negate that as well. That's why we also wanted to limit everything they had on the board, which is why we Abyss negated there early on the other trap. And we win. Let's save that. It's fun that they dwelt themselves. Was there not another replay I had a while ago that I should have saved? Definitely not that opponent. There was like a deck I felt like... showcase something at least. Was it this deck? Yikes, look at that deck list. What in the world? But I think that was the thing I wanted to. Like, let me just take a look at it. Because I think this is the one where I felt like, okay, we played through Holly Sue. We scouted out the DD Crow. I think that was a good replay to save. And I kind of forgot to save it. And now that I'm like, oh, okay, let's save this Malice replay. Why not? Who knows what will come of it. Worst case, I just delete it, right? Yeah. It was immediate Holly Sue. And then Young the Soul Resonator, which usually should win, but we just add the Crimson Resonator. And then the Bone Arc Fiend was added. And then we play around the fact that we know they have a DD Crow. We pop the Holly Sue so they don't have follow-up. Yeah, this was the game, so just wanted to make sure that that we had that saved. Was there anything else noteworthy? Look at all these wins, by the way. If we can rank up now, I think I'm happy calling it a day. But let's see. Otherwise, we can go on for a bit longer. We won the coin flip, so we are already looking good, all things considered. Now we just need to not brick. We are very good at bricking, by the way. I've noticed that with this deck. It bricks a lot, unlike Radiant type. Okay. We lose to Duel. Very hard to Duel. If they have an Ash, I hope they use it here, but they obviously did not. Is it a Max C maybe, or Fuvalos? It could be either of those. Because I don't think it's an Ash for some reason, but maybe they also have an Ash Blossom. Let's Max C check. No Max C, so it's probably a Fuvalos, which is fine for us to play into. It's not fine if they also have an Ash Blossom. If they have no Ash Blossom, we're fine with this. Probably rank up if they have no Ash Blossom, but if they have an Ash Blossom, we just kind of lose, because even though we have two play lines thing, or like two engine cards, right? Yeah. Now we're just hoping they don't have Nibiru. It is literally every single hand trap we have to play through here. Like first we try and see if we can check for Duel/Ash, and then it's like we go down the list of hand traps until we're feeling safe. Really be like that. Oh, I didn't want to add that back, by the way. We should have made this Peter first. That was my bad, but doesn't matter. Opponent surrendered. A bit of a misplay there, but it clearly didn't matter. Opponent surrendered, so there we go. Adjacent to it, I wouldn't go that far. Would not go that far, but it's the best version you can play with Red Dragon Archfiend, and again we reached the goal. Like here's the thing. It's like we celebrate this like we got Master 1, and it's like it's only Diamond 3. And it's like late season as well. I really should be Master 5 now, but I want the new support. I hope we get it very soon, and then I can start grinding Master 1 again, relatively. But we got this with the whole thing. Let's see how the ranking is looking up. Since last, is it like 3 hours ago? It went up by a whole 1,000. How many hours is left? Projected with that. Well, I'm happy I'm at 17k at least, because this number is looking really dicey otherwise. Like at 16k, I would be afraid of this. How high it went up so quickly. I think I'm safe at 17k. We do have like a bit extra leeway as well, but I could definitely see it get up close to 17k. But I think again we reached our goal. We climbed, technically we climbed 2 ranks with RDA because we did D rank. And if we look at the last bit here, we were winning a lot of, like, ignore the first start, right? But it's like the last bit here, we kind of just got into it and we just started winning everything, right? Which is kind of insane, to be fair. So I hope you guys enjoyed, I guess, the Duelist Cup thing, and I hope you guys enjoyed the demonstration with the Red Dragon Archfiend after the warm-up games that got us D-ranked. So yeah, see you again another time.